Alright, today on the Gearhead Grind project of the day, we have a door handle replacement on a 07 to 2013 Silverado. I'm going to replace this chrome one with a black one to match the other side that I've already replaced, and because my whole truck has a black theme to it. So, start off with our replacement door handle. Found this one on Amazon. Just look for the one with best reviews and it should serve you right. You can see when it opens, this little clip moves on the back side. This is connected to a rod and that'll open the door. We do need to pull over the lock cylinder from the existing door. So let's start with getting the door removed. You can use one of these little plastic tools. Optional, you can also just use a flathead screwdriver. But first I start off with removing the little lock engagement. Just get a small flathead screwdriver, pop off a little clip that's here, and it just slides off. Then I remove the door handle. We have two 10mm head bolts. You just pull both of those. Basically, the door handle has this cover on it that you pop off, and you'll be able to see those. And then you can pull apart this panel. On the driver's side, there's 4 individual plugs that can be undone here. Pretty easy. You just depress the little clip and pull those off. So you can see, like, here's a little clip that you would depress, for example, 4 different types of clips there. There's another cover here that pops off with a flathead screwdriver or tool, another 10mm bolt, and this one is easily forgotten back here. 2 10mm bolts in there. You can see I just have one on to hold the door. And then you'll want to pop off this cover by the mirror. Unfortunately, whoever did the door on my truck last time broke this little clip, so I only have 2 clips there. Other than that, you should just be able to get your little tool or something in behind the door and just start popping off these little clips. You can see them back in there. You just pull them out and they should pop out of the hole. Once you get all of them, you can start lifting the door up, because you need to get this one out of the way, and just kind of tilt it up and then pull it out. Should be it. Alright, we have part 2 of the how to remove a Silverado door series. So I just popped off the door here, you can see. You want to make sure to pull these wires out the back, and then you'll actually kind of fish them through this cover here. To get the door off, we need to undo this clip, basically. So you should be able to pull it out. Most of the time it requires squeezing on the back end here. And there you go. It just pops out of this little holder down here. And that was surprisingly easy to do one-handed. And then our door should pull off, and that leaves us with this little foam piece on. So you want to be careful. This thing should just be held on with adhesive. So you want to carefully remove it, make sure not to rip it, and that'll give us access to the back side of the door. Also, I'm probably not going to show it, but I'll go ahead and remove this metal panel that's behind it. It's just a couple of 10mm bolts. Super easy, and it'll be clear as soon as you remove that panel. Third part in the Gearhead Grind Silverado door removal video. This is where it starts getting a little bit trickier, and I apologize for any wind noise as I am working outside. Alright, so we have the door here. This is the driver's side door. So if we look in here, it's probably not going to focus, but there is a 10mm bolt in there. And then there were 2 rubber seals, right, or little grommets right here. So I removed both, but you only have to remove the bottom one. I was just double checking my work here. And in here, there should be another 10mm bolt in there. And if we look inside the door here, hopefully it picks it up, but in here, there is a little yellow clip that you'll need to undo. So if you pull all 3 of those, you should be able to pull the door handle out from the outside. Let me do that real quick, and then I'll follow up with you. I figured I should record the disassembly of the handle as well, just in case. But to disassemble it, all you should need is a small flathead screwdriver. There's a little clip on the back side here. You just want to pry out this clip with the flathead screwdriver. Of course, I've already done that, and it's sitting in loose. You want to pull out this guy, which in order to get the rod out, you would have just basically squeezed these little things in and then release the rod. It should be pretty simple. That comes off. Then this clip will have been all the way engaged in here. Same thing, you just get a little flathead screwdriver, put it in here, and then pry this out. It doesn't require a lot of pressure. I'm just going to go ahead and remove that. And this should allow the lock cylinder to be free and come out. Then I'm going to remove this rod. So what I've done is it actually sat right here. So you push it up and then through this way, and right now I'm on the threads, so you should just be able to turn it and unthread it. Remember which way it goes in, because on our new door handle we have this little plastic clip as well. So I want to rethread that in, push it all the way so the clip sets here, so that way this rod is hanging down into the door, and then we can go ahead and also reinstall our new cylinder into the new handle. Put it in, put this little clip in place, put this back in, put that clip back in place, and that should be it. Alright, so I just removed those 2 bolts from the back side. Those are actually holding on the 2 sides of this handle, and then I removed that clip that holds the rod in place. So this is where it gets a little bit trickier. I've actually broken this one free. But what you want to do is you want to slide this handle this way a little bit, so you slide it that way, and that actually unclips it here from the back side, and then you should be able to fan dangle it out. It will require a little playing with. There you go, kind of fan dangle it out there, and then you'll be able to access everything that you need to remove this. And then once that's done, we'll need to remove the cylinder from this one and transfer it over to the new handle. Installing the new handle should just be the opposite. You'll basically install these 2 rods on it, put it in, well, I always clean this off as well so it's not dirty. Put it in, slide it this way so it locks in place. Then you should be able to access these 2 bolts on the back side. Make sure to replace that yellow clip that's down the door down in here, and then start putting everything back together, and that should be all there is to it.